Hello out there in astrology land. This is North Node Astrology with your lunar astrology for April 7th, 2023. Now, normally I don't do this. You guys know I always have my face up here, but I decided to show the chart today because it is a very interesting representation of what's going on. We have Mercury here on the South Node in Taurus, and we have the North Node with the moon conjunct there. You can see this is what they call a kite. We have the moon moving into an opposition with Mercury in the North Node today, as well as Mars and the moon and Saturn and the moon making a trine, and then Saturn and Mars also. And then you have a pair of sextiles here, and then you have the other trine there. They call this a kite. In addition to the kite, we also have Pluto at a 0 point here that is coming off of a square here to the moon earlier this morning, and in addition to Mercury, and now the opposition. So we have a T-square and a kite and a trine and a pair of sextiles. Very interesting geometry today in addition to the daily, so I suspect I'm going to do 2 this morning also. So let's crack in to start off with here. We have the moon in Scorpio. The moon generally doesn't like being in Scorpio because it's those rebirth elements, those darker, scarier kinds of things, unless you are versed in those things on your own. But the moon is being exalted in Taurus and now being close to the South Node in Scorpio. It's out of its element. It doesn't really want to be. Unless the moon is a new moon, it's not concealing itself. Otherwise, it is showing itself, and that is very unscorpionic-like behavior in general, unless you're trying to be authentic. So perhaps today, be authentic. Be authentic with your emotions. Allow your communication, allow your Mercury to speak about value, and let your emotions be authentic. Let Mars in Cancer help you defend that position, because Mars is a co-ruler of Scorpio. Allow Saturn in Pisces to give you the stability to be that, to break through, to allow your emotions to guide you into something that maybe has been too scary for you to go into. I think as the sun continues to move away from Chiron and move closer to Jupiter, we're going to get that courage. We're going to get that fire. We're going to get that. We've had some experience about how to sort that out. And with Mars ruling Aries there, we're having to take directed action, and the moon and the South Node here are giving us that hint of where to go today. So crack on, get in there and do it. Be brave.